Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. We're up to question number 11. Here it is on the 2002 Pascal paper. So ABCD is a square with, so all the side lengths are going to be the same as we have in our picture denoted here. AB is x plus 16, and BC is 3x, just as they have labeled here. The perimeter of ABCD is, alright, so we don't quite know what x is, and that's inhibiting our ability to actually figure out the perimeter here. But since we know each of the side lengths is the same, we can actually set up the equation. 3x, that side length, BC, is going to be the same as side length AB, which is x plus 16. B, C, D. So we have x plus 16, and we have 3x. Now, since it's a square, these guys are going to be the same length. So 3x is equal to x plus 16. And we can rearrange that, subtract x from both sides. 2x is equal to 16. It doesn't take long with a calculator or with your mind to figure out that x is equal to 8. So, if I were designing this question, and sometimes I get the opportunity to, I actually would have made 8 be one of the solutions, just in case somebody misread the question. We have to remember that we're not looking for the value of x. We're actually just looking for the perimeter of ABCD, so we have another step to go. And so fortunately, 8 wasn't one of these solutions. We got 16, 32, and so on. So we're going to be able to choose amongst them. But it's important to, just because you find a variable or an answer, don't get overly excited and forget what you're there looking for. We're looking for the perimeter of ABCD. Okay. So now that we have x equals 8, we then plug it back into either side length. It'll be the same thing. That's 3 times 8, which is 24. So that's one of the sides. And actually, I think, yeah, 24 is one of the possibilities. So if you were trying to figure out a side length and you got really excited, you might bubble in E as 24, and that'd be wrong. And actually, B32, if I had just taken that 8 and multiplied it by 4, because if you got a square and you know its side length, you multiply by 4 to get the perimeter. So 4 times 8, 32, that's also a fake answer. So, you know, they didn't do that bad in terms of fake answers here. I still would have included 8 somewhere, probably in place of this 16. But you have to be very careful, and you have to remember exactly what you're being asked for. Perimeter of ABCD. Not a side length, and not 4 times what x is. So now that we have a side length, 4 times a side length is the perimeter. This works for any square. So we need 4 times 24, because 24 was the side length we just worked out, and that turns out to be 96. And 96 is one of the answers. I think it was D, but let's just check. Nope, it was C. So we bubble in C, and we've done the first question in part B. All right. It's a nice little question. I spoke too soon. They did have a couple little trap answers, and you do need to watch out for those. And we'll be watching out for those as we move in to question number 12. But we'll do that in the next video. I'll see you guys then.